think part of growing up is realizing that Russ was never actually cringe. Let me explain. Back in the early 2010s, Russ was dropping a ton of music on SoundCloud as an independent artist. He was building up a massive catalog and simultaneously speaking out against the music industry in a confident and sometimes even cocky way. To be fair, some of his criticisms of the music industry did come off a little tongue-in-cheek, i.e. this shirt. He was just being unapologetically himself. He was speaking out against a toxic rap culture that was constantly promoting drugs and violence and point the younger generation in a more positive and just like refreshing direction. When you speak your truth, when you go against the grain, you're bound to get some backlash. The cringe police were definitely coming for Russ at this point in time. Despite all this backlash, Russ never really changed who he was. He continued to speak his mind and released music on his terms. Because he had so much leverage in the industry from releasing all this independent music, he was able to sign a deal with Columbia Records in 2017 on his terms. He maintained full ownership of his masters, and in 2020, he completed his deal with Columbia and was fully independent again. Flash forward to today, and he just finished up a super successful North American tour where Big Sean was his opener. And no shade to Big Sean, but 7 years ago, if you would have said Big Sean was opening for Russ, people would have laughed in your face. Look, I'm no expert on the music industry, but it really seems like Russ knew what he was doing when he got into it and stayed true to himself. He's consistently dropping free game and gems for younger artists on his Instagram, encouraging people to keep ownership of their music and how to just be yourself, be authentic, be different in a industry that's getting more and more superficial. He's proven that ownership and independence matter. You don't have to play to the traditional system anymore. Like, you can do it your way. This can apply to any aspiring creator. It doesn't just have to be music. Find out what you're good at, remain authentic, literally just keep working even when people are laughing at you. Yeah, and just a reminder that the people that are hurling stones and laughing at you probably aren't the most upstanding people to begin with. If you know deep down in your gut what you're doing is right, just stay on the path. It might just take a bit longer than you think. Be persistent and it'll pay off. Russ is a prime example of that. Shout out to Russ, man.